Hello traders out there in Traderland. My name's Dez here at Grok Trade. It's Monday, February 25th, 2013. Woo! Today, biggest drop we've seen since November. The S&P down 1.83%. That is a huge move to the downside. Dow off by 1.55%. NASDAQ off by 1.44%. Russell's off by more than 2%. Ouch, 2.25% in the tank. Banks off by 2%. VIX up a staggering 34%. Fear is off the charts. Huge spike. At one point we were at 35. Gold up almost a percent. Silver up 0.86%. Crude oil off by 1.16%. I believe it was off by 2% at one point today. US dollar up 0.4%. Trend reading near 3. That is an extreme trend reading. Transportation is off by more than 2%. Utility index off by 1% and some change. And here we are looking at the S&P daily per usual. Boom to the downside. Huge crack. Let's talk through this again. We have a big trend line coming up. Resistance, resistance. We tag it resistance, pulled back. We missed it here. And then we tag it again. Then we failed to tag it for a while. And then we had that little pop and drop. Those false breakouts are like a death sentence to the markets. We get a tweezer top trend reversal pattern, almost a bearish engulfing type pattern. And from there we drop and we crack down right here below a support line. That support line was pierced. From here, we made a lower high and a lower low. So next day we come down. We got to close under the 20 simple day moving average. Friday, we rallied back. However, the volume was pitiful in that pop. So it wasn't a lot of people were not convinced that we were going to go bullish here. On Monday, we started off strong. We had a quick pop to the upside, but look what acted as resistance, that trend line that we've been watching for some time. If you draw your trend lines correctly, and there's an art to it, you have to learn how to do that. Matter of fact, we just today got done with our mentorship, and we were teaching all the different rules that need to go into drawing these trend lines correctly. We hit it, we drop, busting this area of support that was acting as support. I mean, this 1500, 1503 area is a big area of support. We cracked that, and then this trend line. Look at this gray line coming across. We have resistance here, resistance there. You can see resistance on this gray line. So two tags. We get above it, little support, major support right here, and then crack right down through it. Look at this closing at the day's low, heading very quickly to the rising 50-day moving average. Next area of any sort of relevant support is going to be 1472.8, or that rising trend line. If you take a look here at the weekly chart, and there's our pullback we've been looking for. So ever since we hit this, I've been saying watch for a pullback, and there it is. So it's happening now. It's taken a week or two for it to come to fruition. But we have a lower high, lower low. This week is dropping now. And the question is, how much more does it have to go to the downside? I don't know, but it's a big drop for day one of the week. So let's see what that has in store for us. All right, let's take also a quick look at the VIX. Look at the size of this candlestick, just a big boom, but that's for day one on a weekly chart. Let me show you the daily chart. Boom, to the upside. We were saying that this would be a sell area if we started popping, and because if this goes higher, that means the markets are tanking, so you want to start selling those long positions, and also hopefully you had a chance to do so. This gap that we had, it filled that gap plus some. So this thing's knocking at the door 19. I mean, it just seems like yesterday we were out in about 12, so we go from 12 to 19. Huge spike. If you look at the weekly chart, we were talking about when it got here in this low, watch for this thing to start to release from the lows, and sure enough, it has done so. Taking a look at gold here, gold is trying to fight its way back. If it does start to rally here, there'd be a buying opportunity. And then let's take a look at Google. Let's take a look at Google Daily, and we're pulling back some here, but it's not falling apart too bad. Apple is back down below a line. I'm going to redraw some lines here, but Apple is in trouble yet again. Facebook held its own today. Actually, it was up at 0.5%. Facebook, that was impressive for it to be holding its own like that. So, with that said, I am signing off. Thanks so much for sharing us with your friends. Like and leave a comment down below.